Hello, Z! Here's Rosie! And I have just one question for you. Are you ready for this? Because it's the 30th birthday of our favorite green bunny, Jackrabbit. And we're going to celebrate by playing this game. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It is one of the first games I ever played. I don't think it's the first game that I played, but it's definitely the first game I fell in love with, is what I like to say. And you know, obviously I have streamed this before, but that was in the in the early days. Thank you for continuing to sub to me, D-Bomb. And I don't have a recording of it, and even if I did, it would probably be bad. Speaking of subscriptions, I added a sub badge. It looks like complete garbage, so I don't even know how that crap works. Please give me better ideas for sub badges, and then I can also add, like, you know, different badges depending on how long you've been subscribed, so that's all going to be good. We're using DOSBox staging today. This is the first time I've used this, so this is a slightly different fork of DOSBox. It's a little more stable, a little more recent, and hopefully nothing fucks up. It was good during testing, but you never know, right? Hi, Eve. Yeah. Don't even need to turn up the volume. Oh man, we got like scan lines going on. Does that look weird to you guys? Is that something I should fix? Scan lines? Oh, jeez, where's everything going? Oh, spoilers. Yeah, this is kind of okay. It looks kind of strange to me. I don't even notice that these are here on my own screen or anything. It's just on the capture that I notice them. Well, you know, if it's fine, it's fine. It's good. I guess we're just gonna occasionally have these little, like, bars on the edges. But yeah, I literally don't even notice these scan lines on my screen. They're just kind of... I guess it gives it character. So just to illustrate, right, how much I've played this game, I'm gonna play it on hard mode. And I never do that. I never do that with anything. But I think I've played this game so much that normal gets a little bit boring. So what's gonna happen here right now? Okay, good, great. Immediately getting hit. What's gonna happen here, right, is episode 1, it's gonna be kind of hard. It's gonna be a little hard on hard mode. Episodes 2 and 3 are gonna be too fucking hard. And then the second half of the game is kind of just gonna be the same as on normal, at least as far as I can tell. Because I did this recently, right? And I was like, oh man, 2 and 3 are so hard. And then after that, I didn't even really notice much of a difference, other than that you can take fewer hits, which is just a blanket thing in hard mode. I think maybe also the time limits are stricter, but that's basically not going to be an issue, because look at how fast you can go. You're really fast, buddy. It's like Sonic crossed with Mega Man. So that you should understand how badass this is. Let me just, you know, show off some of the few secrets I know. So the story here is Jackrabbit. He's a space mercenary from the planet Caratus. And then he hears that the rabbit princess Eva Earlong has been kidnapped by the turtle terrorist Devon Shell. By the way, I like that this level 2 here, Act 2 of this planet, starts in the trees. Like, that gives it, like, its own little identity. I shouldn't be messing around so much. I'm gonna embarrass myself. Anyway, Devin's motivation, right, is he really hates rabbits because he read The Tortoise and the Hare, and what he took away from that is that rabbits are like assholes and it makes him really mad. So what we've got here is this villain who has no media literacy. Seems a bit ahead of its time, doesn't it? And in the comic that comes with certain versions of the game, the princess hears this, and she says, no joke, she says, this guy goes on a tirade after reading fairy tales. We're all lucky he wasn't listening to the White Album. That's an actual quote from the comic. Let's go into the secret level here. We are now Bird. So you know, you can free these little bird dudes from their cages and like this. They'll help you out by shooting at enemies, but if you get hit even once, they just leave. Which can be kind of annoying. Got a little reference to one of Epic's other games, One Must Fall, over here. This is one of the robots. It's a mech fighting game. It's pretty rad. Should play that sometime. On stream. By the way, I should actually just switch to my regular weapon here because it has infinite ammo. And when you're a bird, you just shoot these pellets no matter what. So it's really a waste of ammo to do anything else. Now the game gives you quite a lot of, you know, these health carrots, or one-ups and stuff. And for a while playing this as, you know, as an adult who's slightly less bad at video games, I was like, man, they really drown you in these things. And then when I played on hard mode, I realized that's kind of more what these pickups are balanced for. Because you can only take, like, what is it, like 3 hits on hard mode instead of 5? And then you really start to notice that they put these in places where it's like, oh, you might be hurting at this point, so here you go. So this is kind of the first boss if you go into the secret level. It's just a regular turtle, but it chases you around and it takes a lot of hits. Getting big Emerald Hill Zone boss vibes. Yeah, I mean, obviously Sonic 2 was a big influence here, you know. This was one of Cliff Bleszinski's first games, and he was really into platforms at the time, as anyone would be. I don't know if Mega Man is like a state influence, but, you know, when you think of platformers with a gun, you're gonna think of Mega Man. We got these Sparky dudes here. They're like Boos from Mario. By the way, this soundtrack kicks ass. And this is one of the best songs in there. So I almost kind of want to just shut up and let you enjoy that. That was silly. Here it comes. I don't really like those ceiling turrets. they're kind of ass. Damn it! They're kind of dicks. Yeah, that was just me getting impatient. I always try to get a little too cool on streams and I mess up. Also, the music was just being too awesome, and that's a problem. Really, like, the level after this is where it gets a little harder. Like, this one shouldn't be a big deal. I was just messing around. Alright, I should get those toasters. So have any of you ever played this game before? Anyone in chat? See, that's what you should do. You should just be patient, but I wasn't doing that. That, though, that's just mean. Occasionally, you'll get these weird little, you know, shit like that, just because you can't really see. But usually, when you're just careful, you'll get a good feel for where the level might try to mess with you, and get through it. Some people have really have trouble with that. I'm not sure what that was. Some people really like to harp on that as a big problem with the game. I don't think it's a problem very often. By the way, these game controller pickups, these are Gravis gamepads. Epic had like an endorsement deal going on with Gravis. And these are bad. I owned one. It was bad. It doesn't feel good to use. But at the time it was like, oh my gosh, Super Nintendo controller on your computer? And also, you know, they're partially purple, and that's just rad. I always found this secret kind of interesting, because you kind of just run into it by accident. For any jazz enthusiasts who might be watching, this is version 1.1 of the floppy disk release of Jazz. I believe this one is less common, but it's actually the one I own. You know, as a kid, I just had the shareware version of this for ages, so it was just, you know, this episode. And it kicks ass, and I played a billion times, but eventually you get a little bored, right? So then it was like, you know, there was a time when I was just like, man, I don't like Jazz anymore. My favorite game is now Croc, Legend of the Gobos. Because that was like the platform I was playing at the time. But, you know, my brother knew someone who knew someone, and then, you know, he kind of sort of pirated the game. I remember it vividly. Because my brother was like, you know, I got home from some kid's birthday party where I got threatened with a knife. And my brother was like, hey, you should play Jazz. He was trying to surprise me. And I was like, I don't want to play Jazz. I'm bored with it. He's like, nah, you should really play Jazz. So he got me to play Jazz. And I was like, oh my god, it's all episodes. I can select them all now. And then I proceeded to cheat my way through them immediately because that was how I played games back then. I was a filthy cheater. I just missed that checkpoint. That sucks. Because I am absolutely going to die, and I'm pretty sure I missed a cool secret too. So maybe it's not so bad. Yeah, no, this kid thought that I laughed at his dad, and he got really mad and threatened me with a kitchen knife. But fortunately, his mom walked in and was like, you know, gave him a real whatchamacallit. Sorry, I can only think of, like, Dutch words right now for your mom yelling at you so hard that you lose hit points. Just get this. Am I? Oh, okay. I didn't die after all, so I guess you don't get to see the little secret, but... Anyway, it ended up being a moot point, because Jazz 2 came out not too long after, and that just came with, like, the CD version of Jazz 1, which also included, like, the extra episodes that they released later, and one of the Christmas episodes, but not the second one for whatever reason, I don't know. So these bonus stages, I guess, you know, when I first played this, I wasn't like, oh my god, 3D, because I had no point of reference. This was just like the first amazing looking game I ever played. It was like, you know, Commander Keen's cool and all, but look at all these colors. So I really didn't know any better. No, there's no Chaos Emeralds or anything, you just get extra lives, but, you know, they're pretty useful on hard mode, so. Alright, the fast swords. Okay, so this level also is really cool and iconic, and on hard mode, these floating swords are really fast for some reason, and it pisses me off. There's another enemy like this later, and it's just very irritating to have something zoom in like a bat out of hell. You know what? There's actually no bats in this. There are in the second game, though. They could be bats out of hell. Check this out. The lightning effect. Can you see that? That's so cool. Yes, you see that? That's the normal speed of a sword. But some of them are fast on hard. So, you know, always be shooting. Just always be shooting. It'll help you. Because some shit is going to come around and mess up your day if you are not, in fact, shooting. See, I was shooting and it still happened. God, that's good. It looked like Femto. Who is Femto?
Yeah.
See, that's what happens. See, the only problem with firing constantly is you're gonna lose ammo, but that's the name of the game. There's actually... Okay, here you just gotta, like, run up to get in there, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I can't do it. There are some secrets in this where it's like you can see the secret right there, and then I'm just like, I don't know how to get it. Griffith's demon form in Berserk. I have not read or seen very much Berserk. This is... I'm gonna die here, because, yeah, there's swords all over. Okay, there we go. Yes! This is one of many things that makes Jazz cool, is this Back to the Future hoverboard. I thought there was carrots there. There's carrots around here somewhere. Like this one. And this one. Yep. Yep! Oh, what? Okay, I didn't know about this secret. I'm pretty sure. How do I... How am I gonna get in there? Because it doesn't seem to count if I just unload from above, because it's off screen, but... What an annoying secret. But I would like to get those carrots. If I just stand in here, is it gonna... Nope. Okay, there we go. Weird. I guess that immediately explains why I didn't know about that secret. It's because it's weird and hard to get into. So the reason I mentioned what version I'm playing on earlier is each update of the game had its own quirks, because some bugs would get fixed and then new bugs would show up, and there's also 2 versions that have the same version number, which makes it even more confusing. And I think this version is I don't think there's any big issues with this one. But one issue that happens, and this is actually, maybe an advantage, but in version 1.3, which is the CD version, the most common CD version at least, the part where your hoverboard just kind of leaves on its own, that doesn't seem to happen in 1.3, so you can just keep on flying it through the rest of the level. Which is cool, but it gets countered by some game-breaking crap that happens later. Let's get that. Did I get it? Wasted my invincibility, because I'm just did I get that? As a kid, right? So many of my friends who would come over and I'd show them this game, they'd be like, okay, this has to be the last level, right? Because you're in a castle. It has to be where the princess is. It's no. The game takes place in space. You go to all these planets. It doesn't have to be a castle. Just be a castle. Just any castle could just be a castle, It doesn't have to be Bowser's hideout. Damn it. That almost got me. No, she doesn't have to be in a castle, and she isn't, so... Alright, it is now time for a boss. And bosses in this game are kind of lame, because most of them can be cheesed really easily to the point that it's why would you not? You'd have to actively go out of your way to do something else and then take way more hits. Like this guy right here. I could go out there, but why would I? The music, though, is kick-ass as usual, so... I actually knew how to play this on a guitar. It really is why would you go out there and have him unpredictably bounce at you when you could just do this? I don't know why I did get hit once, though. Hitboxes. Everyone knows that hitboxes expand by 10% when you're streaming. This has a bigger emphasis on platforming in Jazz 2. I mean, Jazz 2 is... Well, we'll get to that when we get to Jazz 2, but I feel like Jazz 2 is less solid in general. Jazz's adventures are just starting. Right now, the hideously dorky Devon Shell is constructing twin mega battleships to blow up Jazz's home planet characters. Eva Earlong awaits. And you get this little cutscene. Is your Jazz collection complete? I'm pretty sure on the CD version they don't go to this screen, but 6 episodes, 6 times the fun. Yeah, you have to mail order his game. And I used to just look at these screenshots and be like, oh, look at how cool that is. And I couldn't have it. Because there's no way that my parents are gonna mail away money for a video game. You could get it in Japan, yo! I assume that Dutch people had to like go through like the German distributor. That will make the most sense. Which is weird because this game was programmed by a Dutchman, Arjen Brisset. And I'm sure some nerd right now is gonna be like, actually, it's pronounced Brisset. And I'm like, citation needed? Because he's Dutch and I'm Dutch, and I look at that name and I'm like, it says Brisset. So if you can get me like video footage or something of him saying that it's Brisset, then I will admit defeat, but I don't know where that came from. I've never heard a Dutch person say Brisset because it's two S's. Why would... It's Brisset. Okay, I think this is the hardest episode in the game. And it immediately starts off with these little assholes, these little microchip rats, or whatever. They're so short and hard to see that you really gotta kind of take your time, unless you've memorized this crap, because you're a speedrunner or something. And these guys do definitely just tend to come off from off screen when you're trying to make a jump or something. I always like this effect. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to signify. Though, you know, I guess this isn't a spoiler because you saw in the preview earlier. At one point you find like a giant gray jazz clone. My headcanon as a kid was that like this caused jazz to be cloned. Like it was like a scanner that Devon Shaw was using or something. It's like Sonic meets Contra. I don't know, Contra is a very precise game. This is definitely a little more freewheeling. Love that it went so fast that it's like, where did you even get that bird just now? So I'm holding jump right now, and actually, there are going to be times when I gotta do this to hit one of those microchips. Like right here, I think. Or, I guess not. But, their hitboxes are kind of annoying, so... Whoop! And their placement is too. So this is the planet Letneed. It's Intel spelled backwards. I felt pretty clever for figuring that one out as a kid. Well, okay, tell me to go down, but now I just want to know what's over here. You can sadly not have double bird. So I'm pretty sure like most, if not all, the backgrounds here were drawn by Cliff Bleszinski, who, you know, was also just the game's designer. Yeah, thanks for that, asshole. You know, Cliff Bleszinski, you know him from Unreal, Gears of War, Eating Ass. And then a lot of the animations, including Jazz himself here, were done by Nick Stadler, who was very influenced by Looney Tunes. Hold on, I'm trying to get those invincibility things. Like, he came in later in development, so he redrew Jazz and quite a few of the enemies, but you'll see some ones that are a little less wacky, a little more rigid. I think those are Cliff Bleszinski's. but I like the combination because it kind of makes it feel like you've got these cartoony characters in this slightly more, I don't want to say realistic, but like this slightly more serious world. And I prefer that over the second game, which is all wacky. It's kind of like Archie Sonic. I mean, let's not get into that. I think if the Jazz series had continued properly after the second game, we might have gone more in that direction, because there was the whole thing where it's like, Jazz is the king, because he married the princess, and, you know, which is not how that works, but whatever. I mean, maybe it works that way on characters, but that's silly. Okay, Noth has the sub badge, but I guess D-Bomb, because he was my first subscriber, he just has that special one. Is that something I can, like, customize? Does anyone know? Anyway, the third game was gonna be like, you know, King Jazz gets, like, involved in some time travel crap from Devon, who then, like, takes over. And you have to save his kids. And since the art by then was being done by Dean Dodrell of Dust and Elysian Tale fame, it was definitely cuter, a little more Disney, so I hope it wouldn't have turned into some melodramatic bullshit, though, like Archie Sonic. That was a gift sub? I don't remember. I'm just happy either way. Alright, Tech Noir. Great music, frustrating as hell layout. Look at this, you immediately get attacked by a shoddy hitbox. And there's gonna be enemies dropping onto you, there's gonna be dudes shooting you from off screen. This level is a war zone, canonically and in level design, so whenever you see one of those invincibility stars, you really just want to go for it. You just really want to book it and get as much use out of it as possible, because they don't last that long. So what's kind of rad is some levels in this game, how do I put this? You see the UI is a little pinker. So that's obviously a palette limitation. You can only have so many colors on screen. But I think it's cool that they would, you know, change the color of something like the UI or even some of the power-ups slightly so that they can use those colors in the level as well. So this level is very pink, which means that everything else is pink too. Most games would have it as like a hard rule of like you can't fuck with that. But I think because it's such a subtle change, it ends up working pretty well. Now you're a founder. I saw something about founder badges somewhere, and Twitch's UI is really bad, so I really don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna die on this planet a couple times probably, because this one and the next one are pretty tough, I would say. Some of the hardest in the game. Just load up. I love the sound effects. I just love the sound of picking up things. Just it's the gold standard for me, because you know this is what I started with. This is what I grew up with. So anytime I've ever worked on like a video game project, I've always used this as like the base for like this is what a video game is supposed to sound like. I can't really show you because I don't want to get hit by these guys, but the tank dudes, they shoot literal pineapples at you, which is kind of funny. I think Deadpool would approve. See, this is kind of annoying, because you don't really have a good sense of where you're gonna land. But the bird's definitely useful because it starts shooting way before Your enemy's actually on screen. I keep wanting to show off this cool reflection effect, but I don't have time to stop. You guys know those, like, fan remasters of video game soundtracks where, like, track down the original samples and stuff? You know, Donkey Kong Country, Jammin' Sam Miller, and then there's, like, frickin' The Church of Kondo on YouTube, doing, like, all these SNES games and things. I would love to see that for Jazz 1. I think most of these samples are pretty hard to identify, just because, you know, this is mod music, like on the Amiga, so there's a lot of like demo scene samples that just everyone uses and no one knows where they're from. And then there's a few samples that are definitely like composer Robert Allen's custom things, you know, any vocal sample you hear, it's like that. Eve, what exactly are you expecting from us right now? Do you want him to come up here to Awoo? I'm gonna die. I'm so gonna die. But at least I have a checkpoint, so there's that. You'd think this would hurt you, but it doesn't. It's just goop. It's just friendly goop. Ow. I'm just imagining the most disgruntled Awoo. So we picked up some TNT, that's a screen nuke, and that weapon doesn't appear in episode 1 at all. So you'd think it'd be like one of those things where it's like, oh, you buy the full game, and then not only do you get new levels, but you get new shit to play with too. But you could get the TNT in the Hare with cheating. So as a kid, when I got the full version, it was actually very strange to realize, like, oh, wait, it doesn't show up till here. There's gonna be some other cool items too, though. Ah! That's what happens. They all just drop on your head. I hope Noth feels better soon. I will collect all these Gravis game pads on his behalf. What do you mean up? I'm kind of going on a loop here. Hold on. Sometimes things go a little cookie. Oh, a little bit cookie. Just a little bit. What game pads are? They're Gravis game pads. I did a whole spiel on that earlier. Okay, so I was going the right direction. What happened? I got sidetracked somehow. Just no. Yeah, no, it seems like I should go in here. There's nothing in here. You lied to me, Arrow. But then again, now I'm getting sent back down, which is just here. I don't get it. I'm confused. And you might think it's weird that I would get lost in this game I've played a million times, but with this level, I just kind of, my brain just goes into like survival mode. And I just try to blast through it as quickly as possible, and I always end up not remembering anything except all of the death. All of the death around every corner. There, that's it. He's so cute when he ducks like that. Okay, what the heck? There, that's the TNT for you. don't want to die at this point. Yeah, this reflection effect is cool. See, that's why I don't want to stand still around here, is because dudes will literally just drop on your head. Well, look for a carrot, but I can make this work. Ah, missed it. Oh, that's the exit, but secret level. So, you know, the episode 1 secret level was all like, you know, you're a bird, and that was cool. And most of the other secret levels in the games are just like items, lots of items everywhere. But with the caveat that you can definitely miss some stuff because of how they're designed. There's those One Must Fall robots again. And also there's carrots, even though there's no enemies that I know of, so that's weird. They're just for score. Which the game does keep track of, but it's kind of weird where it only keeps track of like the top score of each episode. And I think it's only in the CD version that it actually displays them. But it makes it look really weird because it looks, you know, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're thinking that it's gonna be, you know, a ranking, but it's not. How did I get stuck? How did that happen? I guess even in the secret level, these frickin' springs on wheels can screw me. And how do I get that extra life? I want that. Ah, okay. Now the monkey comes out of sleeve. What is it with secret levels and introducing stuff early in this game? This jump power up, which will last you through the level or until you die. There was something like this in Jill the Jungle too. So, you know, check that playthrough out if you like demented nonsense and perversion. I think maybe these secret levels are kind of just about like feeling good. That's kind of how it was back in the day with secret levels. It was just like, oh whoa, I found out a cool thing. Collecting epic logos. Which is kind of weird because the epic logo doesn't actually show up in this game as like a logo until like the Holiday 95 game. Orbitus. Okay. I don't think this one is generally as hard as Tech Noir, but there's a lot of bouncing and shit that you can't really see as you go along. So it definitely has some tricky parts to it. It also kind of reminds me of Lemmings. Oh No More Lemmings, specifically. Oh, that's rude. That's really rude. See, that's what I mean, though. And these things kind of like do that. And if you're playing the CD version, then these bouncy things either do not work at all, or their hitbox is engorged, making the level almost impossible. Either way, you don't really want that. And if you buy the game on GOG now, it actually comes with like a community-made, semi-official patch that fixes issues like that. And I actually don't own that Come to think of it. I mean, I already own multiple copies of this game, and this one is just fine, so it's like whatever, broski. Unless it turns out there's bugs in the CD levels, then I'm screwed. It's Jess's Samus Aran impression there. See, this is annoying because it tries to like push you into the enemy, and that's rude. Yeah, these guys are weird. Even the collision detection can't keep up sometimes. Is that like Sheen always carrying a copy of Ultra Lord versus Robo Fiend Mega? What? Is that like a Jimmy Neutron reference or something? I don't watch, I've never watched, I was a Cartoon Network household, not Nickelodeon, alright? Like, I just kinda... Any, like, Nickelodeon exposure I've had is mostly from my little sister. Except for maybe, like, Rugrats and Doug. And I remember when I was little, like, we didn't have Nickelodeon as a channel. The shows would just get licensed to, like, the channels we did have. So I was just kind of aware of Nickelodeon as, like a studio, but not as, like, a channel till way later. Okay, this is glitchy. That's so silly. I don't think I've had that happen to me before. What? Is that supposed to happen, or?
Yum.
Weird.
Yum.
By the way, if you end up looking up the soundtrack to this game on YouTube later or something, most on there will not sound quite as powerful as what you're hearing in the game, because most of them are ripped directly from the files, which gives you higher quality playback, but it's not as crunchy. And some tracks actually sound worse than they do with just like a good old Sound Blaster. There might be uploads that are like specifically the Sound Blaster version though. I know I have a rip of it from the Sound Blaster. And that's how most people would have heard it back in the day anyway, unless they had a Gravis Ultrasound card, which offered higher quality playback. Oh shit, did I miss? No, I didn't. I forgot I was still in episode 2 for a moment. I was like, oh god, did I miss a secret? But I didn't. Is that how Seiken Densetsu 3 is missing a sound channel or two? I don't know. I don't know enough about Seiken Densetsu 3. I could be, though. I know that there were some SNES games that have issues when you try to rip their music through the usual ways. Like back in the day, Tales of Phantasia had like vocals in its opening, and it used some kind of trick where it kept changing the samples that were loaded while the game was playing. And the RIP format, the SBC files or whatever, they didn't support that at the time, so it would make the whole song sound like a dog was singing it. Because the sample that was loaded sounded like a dog barking or something. Sound Blaster is a great name. It really is. Unfortunately, the company behind the creative, they're kind of assholes. Or at least they were definitely back in the day. Alright. So, this boss really tries to lure you out because he doesn't just, you know, keep coming into a place where you can hit him easily. You know, he's zooming about. But, the thing is, I don't really want to go down there because it'll be worse for me. Like, look, I'll show you because... Like, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to fight this dude head on. It seems like, you know, the cheese strategy is just standing here and firing at him whenever he happens to come into your line of fire is a lot better. If Cliff Lazinski has any notes on what you're supposed to do here, I'd love to hear him. But I've always just been patient here. Maybe there's like a speedrun trick or something, but look, how are you supposed to dodge that? And he's so fast! It's crazy. You get a disorder sapphire. And he's gonna sit there for a while and shoot. What am I doing? I'm keeping your ass alive, Jazz. At least his idle animation here is better than the second game. In the second game, he has a whole bunch of them. But the one where he talks to you, he's just like, Hey! Hey, come on, what's up? And it's so screechy and I hate it. Oh god. Don't pay attention to that. This is a legitimate DOS box. This is a legitimate DOS machine, alright? Devin's building a cloning machine. See? Told you. Jazz Rock, the 3 techno planets now has pursued Devin into an all-natural, fat-free, no-preservative area of the galaxy. You always get these little cartoons. I imagine he, like, Devin made that game on his own, and he made Jazz such a big target because he kept losing at his own game. So what it just said about which planets we're gonna explore, that's a lie. That's episode 4. I'm not sure what happened there. We got it mixed up somehow. This level, you know, you see these guys, so you already know what time it is, but this is also a hard level. I think after this, the game will chill out a little bit. But I remember last time I did this. Thanks for exposing that. Last time I did this, I definitely got some game overs on Fanolint here. I'm not even entirely sure what the deal is with this place. Like, there's all these flowers and shit, like it's a greenhouse, but then it's named after fans. Which, sure, but if it's a greenhouse, wouldn't you not want fans? Because isn't it the point of a greenhouse that it enhances the rays of the sun? Okay, these fucking things, alright? These things these fucking flowers or whatever that come on the screen and just leave. These only exist on hard mode. They don't exist at all on normal mode, I'm pretty sure. And I hate them. They are actually the worst. Because they're like fast swords, but like supercharged and tiny, so you can't even hit them very well. The fact that they only appear in hard mode makes me think that, like, they came up with these and then decided that they were too annoying and then just took them out of normal entirely. By the way, Cliff Blazinski seems to be under the impression in these levels that the invincibility pickups stack. They do not. Because he's always, like, scattering a whole bunch of them around. It's like, no, man. It's still one. It's still just one. Okay, that's mean. That is mean right there, what you did. That is bogus. And yeah, okay. Okay, maybe I can... They put the invincibility right at a part where you're really likely to keep dropping down by accident. Or just generally not being sure where you're supposed to go, like me right now. How do you do that? How do you deal with that? I ask you. Fuck off! Especially if you're bouncing up and down because of this crap. Look at how fast that thing is. Alright, that made me feel pretty good. And then I immediately walk into a stationary flower. Shit, did I miss a secret there? I might have. I sometimes I can't remember which levels have the secrets, and they're usually at the end. So I'm just like, oh yeah, the end of the level, and then I just miss it. Because of my own impatience. Asshole! That's not fair. Fuck off! I just couldn't hit that guy. At all. Stupid fucking fans. Whoop. I feel like I'm definitely gonna fall on something here. Yeah, okay. You need to stop! These ones are slower, which is weird. I'm not sure why turtles are medics that would help Jazz. I guess they're ethical turtles. There we go. Yeah, the fans really make this a lot harder than it's supposed to be. Maybe they're gonna dump him out with the garbage. That would be rude. But also they put a neck brace on him first. So that's weird. Really trying to avoid getting hit here so I can keep my bird. Even though he doesn't seem to be doing very much at the moment. And then, okay. As soon as he starts earning his keep, he's off to the races. Yeah, alright. Fucking just shoot me with whatever that was. Look at this effect. That's cool, right? It's pretty cool. Woo! Alrighty. By the way, the ears on my head, I actually clipped them from the Jazz 2 box art. Because I realized, like, this morning that it's like, oh, you know what? I gotta do something special for this game, like I did for Keen. And didn't really have time to hand draw. I don't want exit signs, I want gems! I need those lives, bro. Oh, whoa. I don't like these things. You can kind of negate the spinny crap by just hugging the side. Apparently people like this mode enough that on the CD version, there's an option to just play this. Just all the bonus stages in a row. I don't know, maybe they were thinking like, this will be the next Blue Sphere. Whoop, there we go. Just one more. Sometimes though, when I'm in the bonus stages, I get the 30 gems, and I'm just like, oh, I feel so blue ball. I wanna keep going. All right. This is a junkyard planet. This level's, you know, it's got some hard stuff in it too, but it's also got really good music, so it's okay. So these things are like, what if Booze had guns? I always thought this track could make for like a sick rap beat. And then these strings here, these synth strings, they should make that the chorus with like a choir of backup singers. That'd be rad. Yeah, I really could be using some launchers here. kind of funny. You can actually stand on them. It's just that they shoot you. What planet is that in the background? Have we been there? Never thought about that until now. Alright, this part. So there's a big magnet, like, all the way to the right. And you gotta make use of it to jump over those things. Alright, that happens. Pretty sure secret's on this planet. I hope I didn't just miss it. This level can get a little funky because of all this verticality, which confuses the enemies and annoys me. Alright. Got him on a bounce back. Alright, this is actually maybe the weirder part of the level. Because now that you have the airboard, you can go freaking anywhere. So it's not quite as clearly signposted of what you're supposed to be doing. And also, you know, enemies are just fucking everywhere sometimes. Yeah, thanks for that. Well, at least with the fast speed, I got to skip a bunch of this crap. Whoop. Whoop. So many of these Moonlander looking things. It would be rad if they could shoot each other, wouldn't it? And then they give me fast on the airboard. I don't really have an explanation for that. Yeah, cool magnetism. I missed the secret. I definitely missed the secret now. Because I didn't know that's where the exit was gonna be. I thought the level was longer than that. Oh well. So this is the flying battery, or Devin's version of it. You know, they're trying to be all mysterious with the question mark, but I think they just didn't really want to draw it. And the little planet sprite. Gonna have a lot of these dudes. I kind of like this level though. I like the color scheme and stuff. Alright, good. Yep, there we go. rapid fire. Ooh, okay. This thing is called the fire shield. I don't know why it's called that, because it doesn't have anything to do with fire. It's just a shield that gives you more than one hit. I've always liked how the shield kind of like speeds up when you're on the move. It's a cool effect. Their shot noise sounds like an angry cat. The birds, I mean. I mean, to be fair, this actually came out before Sonic and Knuckles did, so I guess it's not ripped off Flying Battery, but... Yeah, now instead of springs on wheels, we've got springs on rockets! Boop, 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 boop. Fast mode! You can't do this on your NES. Alrighty. Okay, this is... We're actually gonna get the jump power up in a regular level here. Because we're gonna need it. You're watching multiple streams at once? Doesn't that get like crazy? How do you like pay attention to both while also playing a video game? Did I miss one? No, I did not. Why couldn't I get up there? I'm gonna run. There we go. This big jump might actually mess me up a little here. Because you cannot opt out once you've picked up those springies. I love how he's just shooting rockets indoors on his airship. Thanks, game. They like to pull that trick on occasion. Fortunately. Okay. Get out of here. Sparks. There we go. Ah. Okay, there's gonna be a bunch of these now. And sometimes you can't see them. So you gotta do this to make sure that you don't just step right on them. Rapid fire is so satisfying, yo. Look at that. Look at how cool it is. I mean, you tear through your ammo, but it's cool. Look at that. Grenade launcher. That's the real shit. Alright, this boss is slightly more like a real boss because you have to, like, you know, get in and out of dodge. Kind of. And then sometimes that happens if you're bad. Damn it. I wanted to use the cool little rapid launcher, but... His hitbox is larger than it appears at first glance. Or maybe Jazz's acceleration's just so big that it, like, makes you think, you know, I'm gonna pop up right behind him, and then you're like, oh, I'm inside his ass. Or your keyboard can just stop accepting your duck because you're pressing another button. And that's not John's. That's legitimately just what happened right there. Damn it. Stupid missiles. My own impatience is like the killer. And that also. Whoa. Damn it! Asshole! There we go. Whoa! There's a princess inside my screen. After blasting the airbase, Jazz learns that Devin has been cloning his cronies with a gene machine. What can Jazz do? I don't know, probably use his gun. Check it out, he's gonna do a Looney Tunes thing. Man, he left like layers of skin on that wall. Get ready for the toughest challenges yet. I don't think so, because the game gets easier after this. There she is! Jill of the Jungle. Don't know who that giant is, though. Jill does not actually appear in this, but there is a jungle planet in this episode, so I guess the implication is that's where Jill lives. But it immediately gives you to speed up. Hold on. Speed can be a little too fun in this game. This is supposed to be the temple of the turtle, but there's just dudes with guns in here. Why are you shooting in your sacred temple? There's also these balls. And then there's statues of all the dudes that we killed in the last level. Oh my god. Maybe this place is like a tomb instead of a temple. There's also ice cream? You're just balls. Is that AVGN? That feels like AVGN. Speaking of which, the new AVGN episode is actually pretty good. It had a joke that had me laughing really hard. I didn't think it was gonna happen again, but... And just generally some, like, good lines, where it's like, yeah, it's still not like the glory days, but... Damn it, if you make me laugh real hard, then you're doing something right. It wasn't shit. Yeah, I don't know if there was anything different or if we just got lucky, but if we can have more of that, I'll be happy. Teach me to go back there and get that guy. Can I get up there? This ball keeps getting in my way. Oh well. Speaking of balls, I'm pretty sure that's the same sprite as an epic pinball. Yeah, for a while, I wasn't sure if it was like an effort thing or just like he kind of lost like the kick that made the dialogue so funny in the older. Because I think the dialogue is a big part of it. And I think that still wasn't entirely on point. Fuck it, Jazz is pinballing. Like there were still a couple moments where like this feels a little off, but then there was just like some bits that were genius. Should I like name them? Is it spoilers to say what my favorite bit in a new AVGN episode is? Okay, so there was just like some fun lines in there at first, like, you know, like, go fetch asshole should be the name of the game, or whatever he said. But the one that made me really laugh was, you know, he goes to shit in the cauldron, and you're like, oh, okay, it's the classic AVGN, he shits on a thing joke, and, you know, there was a cauldron in the Glover story, and then instead, like, you know, he puts the N64 game into Cauldron, and then the PS1 game comes out. I was really not expecting that, especially because I kind of forgotten there was a PS1 version of Glover. I know, it doesn't sound that funny when I say it, but it really made me laugh hard. Alrighty. I think if we take this airboard back to the start of the level, there'll be a little Easter egg. Or else say, like, how'd you get up here? But since I'm low on health, I don't really feel like doing it. Oh, wait. I think I'm doing it by accident anyway. I thought it was on this level. I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing it up. There's this secret, though. I love that there's the thing where, did I miss the fucking secret again? There was at least a secret there. In the wall. I think the actual secret level's in a different level, though. Sometimes miss up AVGN and Nostalgia Critic in my head. No, I mean, if you're not that familiar with either, then I don't think that's too weird of a mistake to make. Oh, I only need 20 that time. That's weird. Oh, it'll get easier. Nippius! Nippius! So I got some ice physics, but I also just like that Jazz has the sprite because he's cold. I don't think the ice physics are too bad in this. So you don't slip that far. Ah, there it is, the secret. Okay, gotta remember where that is. Oh. Like, most of them are just like, at the end of a certain level, go into the wall, and then you find the thing. So this one, the episode 1 level, are actually like the exception there. Maybe it's like that on the CD levels too. I don't know them as well because they're not as good. These fucking skaters. Okay. I think we want to get up there somehow. I know there's a thing with those springs, so... But I don't remember if we just come back out here, if we just keep going, or what. I'm like not trusting my own memory on this right now. Okay, yeah, okay. Now I got it. God, they're so fast. They're really fast. Nippius. See here, ice cream makes sense. I think we gotta like come at it from somewhere else or something. Yeah, if we go in here and yeah. I don't even remember the Goonies episode very much. Maybe that's even more damning than if I did. Tiny mechs. Oh, where's my one must fall gunpla? I would buy that in a heartbeat. Pretty sure you can't stack shields, but Rabbit mech. I mean, Jazz does show up as a secret opponent in One Must Fall. So do Ava and Devin, I think. Oh, but this is Goonies too. Yeah, okay. I do remember that. Now that you mention it. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. I kept thinking it was gonna go somewhere, you know? It felt just kind of like the beginning of working out a joke and then just kind of giving up on it. People really hated the one with the phone game, the recent episode. I thought it was kind of funny just because it's like try reacting to that game and having it not be funny. I thought it was alright. People are like, oh, he's fucking portrait mode. And it's like, yeah, because he's reviewing a mobile game. It makes sense. Dipshit. Whee! Ah, damn it. I've been trolled again! Cliff! You've trolled me, Cliff! Damn it! Stop it! There we go. Double bird! Man, if you could have double bird, that'd be badass. It's a secret place! I feel like there was a double secret there. Hang on. Kind of seemed like I could go through that wall, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, whatever. See, this is... You can tell, right, that this is way easier than the last few episodes. And honestly, I'm not really noticing much of a difference between this and normal mode for it. Maybe there's more of the skater guys, but... But I don't think there's any more, like, unique enemies or anything like that. So the baby turtles that are all throughout the game, they don't do anything, but you can shoot them. As a kid, this was another, like, you know, headcanon thing where it's like, oh, if you, like, leave them, then they'll be big later and, like, actually fight you or something. But no, they're just hanging out. Nope. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bow bow bow. Can't tell if I'm going backwards right now or not. Is this actually a challenging bonus stage? Favorite bonus / special stages? I generally don't really like them that much. Like in Sonic games and shit, they're always just stressful because it's like you want to really win them all so you can get the Chaos Emeralds because you want Super Sonic, and in a lot of games you also just need them to get the real ending. So I end up just kind of resenting them. But I like bonus stages in games when it's just like, here's a shitload of goodies or extra score or something. Like the secret levels in this, or in this in the Yogo Yogo game, which is based on a Dutch fruit drink. There's between levels you have these little bonus stages where you're just collecting a shit ton of score items, and it's just cool. And the time you get to do it depends on like stuff you collected in the level. I like it. You see those leaves flying off when I go through there? According to TCLRF, that doesn't work in any version of the game, but I'm clearly doing it here, so yeah, update the article. It works in 1.1. Do you guys have any favorite, like, bonus stages or anything like that? What up? Why can't I get that? That was weird. Oh yeah, I guess the bonus stages in Sonic 3 Knuckles are kind of cool. Because they're just like these little distractions where it's like, hey, you can get power-ups or rings. Ow. I didn't hear that little gong that's supposed to happen over the sound of me destroying everything. But yeah, I do like those ones. It's pretty crazy that, like, in Sonic Mania, the bonus stage is just the special stage from 3K. I mean, I like Blue Sphere fine enough, so it's like, yay, here's some Blue Sphere, but it does start to kind of like wear out its welcome if you're just casually playing the game. You start being like, no, I actually don't want to go in here because they'll take too long. Plus, hunting down all those medals. Some of those stages were real bastards. Cool Spot? I've never played Cool Spot. Might be cool to do like a literal mascot game stream at some point. You know, like could do the Yogo game, could do Cool Spot. There's a Kellogg's platformer that I played a lot of as a kid. I feel like something kind of nostalgic. There were a lot of like German games like that, where it was like promotion for like some food or drink or whatever. But a lot of them are adventure games, so they wouldn't really make good stream material. Because me and my limited German would have to explain it to you and you're no German. But some of those games were kind of just... They had like weirdly high production values for something you got for free with a beefy roll. Time for Cool Spot to make a comeback. Cool Spot versus Fido Dido. Do it. So, you know how I've been saying these bosses are pretty easy? Yeah. They didn't think this one through. What happened there? Devin's on the ropes! I like this cutscene because it's like, oh, that's actually a place he went. And there's like a unique enemy from that level. The 3 natural planets are toast. Jazz must start the search for the twin ships right away. There's twin ships now. I'm not sure when that came up, but got Terminator turtles. Marbelara. This is another level with just... I like this level. It is hard though, because I mean, you're getting shot at by these beefy bastards called Schwarzenguards. There's evil trees. It's kind of weird that these Schwarzenguards are not, in fact, Terminators. They're just beefy. But I like the music. I just like the atmosphere. It's peeing bunny. Have you ever seen the NES Total Recall? Didn't AVGN do one on that? Is that the one where he's like, "Hey Billy, you're playing Nintendo?" "Yeah, Dad, I just shot my wife." So Predator, right, has that line where the guy's like, "This will turn you into a sexual tyrannosaur like me." That's Predator, right? Yeah, okay, so if you ever find yourself in a situation where you want to quote that line for fun, don't, like, have the wires crossed in your brain where you're gonna say sexual tyrannosaur, but also you're thinking about the name of the movie. Look at this tiny little Eva statue. It's so cute.
Rapid fire. Rapid fire. Rapid fire.
Wait, I thought this was just where level went, but I guess it's a secret. I got bewitched by the statue. The booby bunny statue over here. Oh, right, you gotta... This is actually more secret than the actual secret, go figure. Ah, fingers asleep. You didn't miss anything, it's fine. It's fine, it's all good. Who is this? Who is this OC? Is that Nick Stadler? Is that him? I've always wondered about what this character is supposed to be. Is it Bubsy? Small the feline? Small the feline? Maybe it's Red Cat, I don't know. I want to say there's a secret. Yeah, okay, yeah. I believe this is also broken in some way in the CD version, but I've never actually... Oh yeah, I'm just screwing up right now. I'm just missing everything. Can I get a do-over on that? I feel like I missed a ton of cool stuff. Now all I'm getting is floppy disks. Which, you know, that's cool in real life. If anyone wants to give me a bunch of floppy disks, I'd be like, hell yeah. But... Oh, fire shield. What I cannot get. It's too high. Oh wait. Ah, okay. That's kind of clever. Because I feel like most players would jump at that, already seeing it, and then miss the spring. That's pretty cool. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm an idiot, but I feel like that could totally happen to a lot of people. I love these big turtle dragon things too. They're cool. I just love their shit-eating grins. Look at him. And like the freaking tongue statues. This level is just so cool, man. None of the freaking Sonic marble levels were this cool. Like Marble Zone's alright. The Marble Garden Zone can go fuck a hose. Marble Zone, I bet you music. Yeah, it's like sweet dreams are made of these. Okay, that was unfortunate. That's the first death in a while. Now I lost all my cool shit. Suddenly these turtle dragons are less cool. You just clicked on another window, hope you're happy. Oh no, you're listening to good music. I'm so sorry. Okay, that was rude. I was shooting you for like 5 hours and you just came in like, nope. I need these. How do I get them? Oh, I gotta fight that guy. Can I even get back up there now? Okay, there we go. Bitchin'. Honestly, this game's entire soundtrack is so good. I love listening to this while I work on stuff. It's just one of those soundtracks I can just listen to all the way through while doing stuff, which, you know, puts it in the company of games like Chrono Trigger, so I'd say that's pretty rad. Stop that. Stop that, you evil man! You must not shoot me, I must shoot you! It is me, good guy. I'm just afraid I'm gonna run smack dab into something. If I just go full speed here, so. I knew that guy wasn't dead. I knew it. Not bad idea, giving some rosy moments. I mean, I've been playing this game since it was still pretty new, honestly. Like, you know, this came out in 94. I was born in 92. I was probably 2 or 3 when I first started playing video games, so. So, you know, I'm kind of accustomed to how it'll try to mess with you sometimes. There was lava! Lava! There sure was. This fire's not rapid enough for me. I'm still faster. You know, I feel like rapid fire power-ups kind of disappeared. Maybe just kind of figured everyone would use a turbo controller, or maybe there's like an accessibility element or something. Nah, people don't think about accessibility. Let's be honest. Ooh, just like this field here, that's cool. field of Gembas. You know what? It'd be kind of rad if, like, you got some sort of bonus for how much time you have left. Because these stages aren't all that challenging, but sometimes, you know, it can take you a while to find stuff, like me right now, and I'm pretty much sure I'm going backwards. We're torn between trying to make the one Star Trek reference and going Gemba as another streamer guy. What Star Trek reference? What are you talking about? A score bonus or maybe ammo? Yeah, actually, like, more ammo would be really rad, actually. Sluggian.
Rapid fire. Rapid fire. Rapid fire.
That's definitely a cliff enemy right there. Moving platforms are kind of weird in this game. So sometimes you get stuff like that where they just kind of move weirdly jittery. Sometimes they're like fast and have like a weird momentum to them. They're just always kind of off somehow. I feel like I should like this level more than I do, because, you know, it's got like a castle thing going on, the music's kind of neat. But I don't know, it doesn't quite do it for me. That was rude of that thing. Fortunately, I got to go over here to get my health back. Like, okay. Also, this hanging note here, I don't think that happens in all versions of the game. That might be something they fix, actually. Is the princess in his castle? No. Damn it! So... yeah, I guess it is a little disjointed, because it's sort of like... okay, so it's the slug planet, but there's... like, the slugs feel like the least distinctive feature here, actually. Like, I'm seeing dragons, there's a castle. Why would Fujima Games lie to me by telling me princesses are in castles? I mean, if you ever play Mario, they spend so much time telling you the princess is not in the castle. Flying snakes and the dragons from the last level look out of place. I don't know, the dragons from the last level are kind of badass looking, and you know they got like the same kind of face as the other turtles. But yeah, the flying snakes here are... that's why I was saying that's definitely a Cliff enemy. Like, that feels like Cliff Blazinski drew that and then it never got replaced. And that works for some enemy designs, but if you look at... there's screenshots of like really early versions of Jazz Jackrabbit before Nick Stadler came on board, and you see some of the enemies just like they all kind of look like that. So that's why I'm saying that's a Cliff Blazinski sprite. Only princess in a castle game I had as a kid was that Cursed Frogger one. Okay, I think some of these butterfly things are a hard mode thing because I just saw one of them go at hyper mega speed. That wasn't really very fair. Why carrot that story? This might have been one of the earlier levels they made, actually, come to think of it. Because I actually don't know how meaningful this is, but if you, like, open up the music files, they're all just labeled, like, Song 0, Song 1, Song 2, etc. And this one is Song 1, even though it's this far into the game. So I gotta assume that's, like, the order that they put them into the game. There's a lot of this kind of crap going on. Falling. Yeah, okay, no, great. Fucking wait while having this note ringing in my ears. I don't think her name is actually Princess Hot Lips. God damn it! Fuck this level. I think that's just what the one character calls her. Like, I mean, remember, Frogger doesn't even know what princess he's going to, I'm pretty sure. He's just like, he just needs a princess before he busts, you know? Why is that there? Why is that there, bro? I don't get any part of this. Christ, I was so close to the checkpoint all that time. No, he does say that though. Don't shoot the messenger. He says, I wish I may, I wish I must find a princess before I bust. God! Fuck you! Fuck you! That's bullshit! Fuck you! You get out of here with your stupid fucking round eyes. It does look like an edutainment thing. And I just thought of like what it specifically reminds me of, but it's like a Dutch thing, so I don't think we'd be thinking the same game. Like one of those 90s CGI things. Yeah, okay. I just want to leave this level. I'm tired of it. Sorry, baby turtles, I'm shooting everything. I know the fucker's down there somewhere, so... Look at this mess. What the fuck? You came through the wall? Oh my god. Fuck you. I don't feel bad because I know I can do it. I just don't want to. And there was not going to be anything else interesting in there, I tell you. It was just going to be more slugs and more snakes. And see, now we have swimming. That's interesting and new. Free from Wally Wiggleworm or whatever his name would be in the cursed edutainment game he came from. I also just honestly, you know, I'm wearing headphones. That fucking sustained note was just actually the worst. So these turtles are just kind of hanging out, snoozing, but if they get into water, they will swim around, so it is prudent to shoot them in their sleep. Jazz is a mercenary after all. He doesn't need to have mercy. Yeah, so the reason that sustained note happens is like that's like the very last part of the song, like that melody, and then there's just like not a command that says like stop playing that note. And I'm pretty sure that in other versions of the game, in later versions or whatever, they fix it so that it just resets on the loop. Because I'm pretty sure I've played this before, and like it would do the sustained note thing if you're listening to the music outside of the game, but then not in the game. I remember noticing that. So I'm fairly certain it's not intended behavior. It's just like for like an hour. Can't get it. I feel like it's something to do with the water level, but I don't really care enough to figure it out. Alright, I'm pretty sure on the buggy version of the game, shooting these switches in the wrong order can get you soft locked, because the game will get confused. But I don't think that's the case here. Like, I think what happened is they went to, you know, get the... They went to make the CD version of the game, and they just took, like, older, buggier game files or something. Because there's also a version where, in one of the early levels in the game, the level like goes on longer, but the like extra part looks way more primitive, like it was left over from like a beta version or something. Jackrabbit, paradoxically employed by Vocaloid Venom Snake of the Diamond Dogs PMC. What? What are you talking about? Is Vocaloid like a copyrighted, like a trademark term, or could anyone use that? Because if I somehow got the license to make a Jackrabbit game, I would absolutely put Vocaloid Venom Snake in there. Oh, did we ban someone? Was it cheap viewers again? Why do I keep getting that? And why can't I hit the switch? There we go. Oh, Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Colonel, I've been turned into a green rabbit. I can't do it. I can't do my Snake voice right now. My throat's too dry. But you woolied yourself, that's a good term. Fluctuating water can be kind of annoying. Because you might end up having to just keep hopping at something to actually make the jump. I believe this act can get a little not straightforward somewhere. Or maybe I just get confused sometimes. Is Jazz gonna grow extra arms due to being into purple water? I mean, judging by all those tanks, this might be fuel, which is worrying. And probably not good for his fur.
Yum.
Also not sure, like, I don't think that's how snorkeling works, but it seems to work for him, so... That's right, I'm fast. That's why they call me Rosie McFast, so stop! This is actually taking considerably longer than I thought it would. I might have to make this a two-parter. Oh, I ended up back here somehow. Hope I didn't bone myself somehow here, because I'm not seeing a lot of places I can go. Yeah, somehow the water level Went into a place we didn't want. Wait, is this the nope. Yeah, I think I might have boned myself. Maybe this is the version where it goes wrong, but... Or I'm just stupid. That's also possible. But... Ah, man, if it was laid out just a little differently, I might be able to make a running jump up there. Oh, well. Time for the die cheat.
Yum.
Yeah, that's all just kind of confusing and slow because of the water. Just like episode 5 just kind of starts with like one really cool zone, planet, whatever. And then just 2 that are just not very good. I do kind of like the boss though. At least it has a good color tint. You mean the purple haze? I think took a lot of hits. I'm sure invincibility will be very useful here. Can't even get anywhere in time to use it. Exploding all the mines. Exploding all the mines. Oh man, that's the checkpoint. I'm already ready for this level to be over and there's a checkpoint. There's a speed up over there. Wonder how helpful that is underwater. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is like the famous potential soft block moment where you can push the buttons in the wrong order. And that will mess it up in some versions. So I don't know what happened earlier. I don't know how I got stuck. I got hurt by a turtle butt. A turtle butt? A turtle butt. And that carrot is so tempting. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I really thought this would go way faster already at the 9:30 mark, so I might just stop after this boss fight and pick this up next week. Okay, so this boss fight's actually kind of neat because you gotta destroy these eggs or they hatch and are bothersome, so like that. I don't really know why this owl is here or why it wants me dead. Is it working for Devon? Does it just live in Fuel Land? And, you know, now it's out of eggs, so it's just gonna fly around, which is considerably less interesting. It would have been nice if there was more to it than that. Boom, 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 dooby dooby doo boom. Jazz 01. Twin battleships are coming! Yeah, Jazz really is facing little opposition, isn't he? Alright, so next time will be episode 6, and then also the extra episodes, which is 3 more. And, like, consider that it's, you know, three zones, you know, planets, but they're like Sonic zones, because they have 2 acts. 3 of those per episode, and then like a boss fight. So that's 3 times 9. That's already 27 levels. And then there's like the holiday levels, which I think is another full episode if you add it all together. So that's like, it's like 30 zones. 30 zones. And they all have like unique graphics and music. A lot of unique enemies. And that just, it's huge. Like, I remember, you know, playing games like say Sonic 1 or something. It's like basically have 6 zones. You got 6 zones, and games like that just ended up feeling like weirdly short to me. But then now as an adult, when a game is short, I'm like, oh no, that's actually very good. There he is again, Tim Sweeney. Watch out for that guy. Yes, so I will be continuing that next week. Tomorrow is going to be an extra stream. We're going to be playing Kinetic Connection. Thursday is the usual Fire Emblem thing, and then on Sunday will be the special Let's Build a Website stream. If you're interested in participating in that, go collect some, you know, ideas from, like, visiting old websites or, like, you know, new but retro-looking websites on NeoCities and the like, and, you know, you can bring those to the stream and like, suggest things. It'll be cool. It's gonna be great. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. I love you all. Don't forget to tell your friends about Rosie. Follow me in these things down here. Rosie rolling out!